Hi, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining in with me today.
That all the wishes and dreams come true.
Welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers, and welcome to all the new subscribers. And welcome to those of you who are just stopping by for a quick view. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful energy reading. Let's see what's going on this month with our beautiful Scorpio. Before we do, y'all, it should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this, you may currently be going through this, and or this may be a prophetic message to come if you decide to embrace and embody the energy or advice that Spirit has for you within the reading. Please keep in mind that they are general. Not all may apply to you, and that's perfectly okay. Take what does, let the rest fly. Maybe a message for someone else. I may not even be talking to you nor about you. I may be talking to or about. I can't get past this clicking in my ear. They ready to get this thing started. I'm hearing, let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. Look, I can't even get my words together to say it. Oh my gosh, y'all got me on a whole nother, like a trip is what I hear. Somebody may be taking a trip, like they just trying to have me get on any. Somebody may be feeling a little, I just heard anxious, but it's not really like, it's like an eager anticipation is what I like to call it. Like you just so excited because now I'm hearing, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. So it's on a higher vibration. It ain't the anxiety that wreaks havoc. It's it's a higher vibration. That's why I didn't really want to say anxiety. Anyway, somebody is eager to get started, to get where they going, to like obtain this, because I heard Final Destination. It's a lot going on with y'all, but let me get through the disclaimer, y'all. Especially for my newbies out there. It is the same spiel, but I got to go through it because we have ever evolving and souls and new spirit, that come through. So anyway, I may not even be talking to you nor about you, but I may be talking to or about someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I do not know your life, so please use the spirit of discernment and your own free will to determine that, y'all. I'm not responsible for your feet, your toes, nor them currents hurting because you forced them to shoot at wasn't intended for you in the first place. Okay? So roles may be reversed. Flip-flop yourself as you need to. Apply where it lies, otherwise let it fly. We also don't get down with gender roles over here. However, you will likely hear me say he and or she in reference to masculine and or feminine energies. I can't get past it. I'm sure it's coming up on camera because I done heard it. Y'all may not catch it, but I done heard it. It's an underlying click. Anyways, shit. Y'all making me lose my whole train of thought. They're like, just get to it. Yeah, I am big on numerology. Whether or not I call it out, but if and when I do, I intend for it to likely resonate with your life path number, the day and or month that you're born, potentially the house you may want to pay particular attention to within your natal chart. Whatever, what have you, could just be confirmation for you to pay particular attention at the point in time in the message, all right? Could be numbers that somebody need to play in the lottery. Yeah, for real. So, for those of you who have not yet caught a monthly or any zodiac readings, the way it's set up is these are the headers here with its bod. The bod is just the bottom of the deck, overall underall energy. It's clarified by the tarot with its bod here. For my fellow readers and intuitives, you can potentially read it as past, present, future. It does have that intention, as well as rows, past, present, future. Again, it's all potential energy, y'all. And some you may find yourself, everybody's on a different timeline, but you may find yourself in any and all of the energies at the same damn time, for real. So, like I said, apply where it lies, otherwise let it fly. It just may resonate with some more past, present, future versus others, but again, it does not matter. Okay? Not for real. Let me see. Because time is an illusion. Okay. Oh yeah, and then these are bonuses, if you will. They each have their own intention however they collectively, like it goes together, which you'll see, and I'm sure I'll reference them throughout the reading. Just stay tuned to the end because we'll go over them, kind of wrap it all up and go over their bots towards the end, okay? All right. Look, they were trying to get me in it. I promise you. Let me get a quick word of prayer before we go any further. To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you. Listen, y'all, somebody need to chill. Somebody really need to just calm down. Like it's coming. It's coming. Maybe y'all feel like, I don't know, it's just like a rush. It's like a lot. It's a lot of energy because somebody trying to do a lot and you probably are feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And it's like, please just slow down. I just want to get to know you. Spirit is just telling you to just, like, it's all going to come and work out in due time, okay? Anyway, to the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful day, for this opportunity, and for using me as a clear and humble channel and humble vessel to bring the messages straight and clear to the collective, no chaser. Thank you for the gift of insight, the mental clarity, stability, the voice of reason. Thank you for the gift of the voice and the tone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but, so help us all. I pray that you, oh, no. Thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for that. How could I forget that? And thank you for the protection. Speaking of the protection, I ask that you block, bind, unwind, cut cords, simply transmute any low vibe, negative, unwanted energy and or entities trying to come in to steal, kill, and destroy and or cause hurt, harm, or danger. Thank you for that. I pray as always that the message uplifts, enlightens, heals, strengthens, protects once again, nurtures, nourishes, encourages, bring forth whatever the viewer may need, and may it play out in the lives of any and all involved for the utmost and highest good, as I know you will see fit. All of these gifts of abundance, I come as and give thanks yet again. Ashe, 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 oh my God. I didn't think I was going to make it through that. That's probably like 6-7 minutes of freaking. It's okay. Y'all really need the what y'all on, Scorpio. So let me get into the channel messages really quickly if I can. So let's see, numerologically wise, I got 636, I want to say, for you. And then 626 is also coming to mind, but I want to say it was 630, it's definitely 636, which is, y'all should already know how I feel about these palindromes. And the other one just before starting your reading was 414. So it's magnified energies. This is the same thing written forwards and backwards, which to me, again, magnifies that energy and holds a lot of power and weight. 636 in and of itself is what, 15, which is another 6. And then even 626, if you take that, that's 14, which is potentially a 5. So even in that 14, 15-ish energy, you get sage energy, which is temperance, needing the balance. Y'all really gonna need it for real, for real. And you get with the 15, that's the Capricornic energy, the devilish energy. It don't gotta be bad, y'all. It's all on where your head is at, the way, your perspective and how you see it. Because it just can be talking about, being balanced in whatever it is. Somebody's really trying to achieve something. Because as we even about to get into with these, a lot came out. Before I even go further, y'all may want, because as we're about to get into the songs, y'all may definitely want to check out, who did I just do? Libra's reading, because y'all got, as you see, multiples. Y'all, the way y'all got the multiples, though, even numerologically, is interesting with the card numbers. And theirs, it was a single card, but still was master numbers on that particular card. Just go check it out. And even with the song, the first song, which I'm about to get into in a second, it's their same song that they, one of their songs that they got as well. So yeah, and even speaking of those fours, 414 is a 9 potentially, so that may be important. But these two here in the first column are fours. You got 31 and 40. We're gonna get into it in a minute, which reduces, to a 4. So essentially, it could be 44. And then you got 23 and 41 here, which are 5s. So it's like, it's something else. It's really, and even this, what is this? This 48 the surrender, and then 43, so 7, 8, and something about even moving in divine order, right? Whatever. What I say, 7, 8? That's a 12. 48 is a 12. But somebody, it look, because we went 4, 5, and then 6. You got 6 in all in your numbers, pretty much. The 636 and the 626, and then 7 and then 8. It's something about we're marching, we're marching, we're marching on up to Zion, that beautiful city of God. Hey, I don't know. But anyway, as I was about to say, a lot is good. Y'all got multiples on. I feel like y'all got multiples in every single deck. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, maybe not just in this one. That was Libra. That was Libra. Sure was. That was Libra. Because y'all be forgetting. These be sitting here marinating for a few days. So I really don't be remembering what be coming out. But I did remember that this came out heavy because it's all connected. Like somebody is really even coming over here to this builder. Somebody and the eager anticipation and the excitement that I'm feeling. It's like, man, hey, y'all really been doing it and y'all ready to see this. I'm hearing cornucopia, but the builder says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment, and y'all just ready to like, it's something that you have set your intention for and like been striving for a long time. I feel like y'all, many of you been feeling like it's been a long time coming, and this has been you've been receiving. Oh, that's another 5 too. This signal, this I say Chroth. You can say crux, I don't know. Southern Cross number 32, which is signaling you've been receiving, and the header appears constellation. So you've been receiving divine guidance and signal from spirit about, how to move, listening to your heart and following your heart for sure, for sure. And that's why this is guaranteed. It's done data with the 10 at the bottom, 10 of cups. But anyway, they just having me jump in. I'm telling you, somebody eager. I can't even get through the channel messages good enough. But yeah, we're gonna get into these in a minute and I'll read them to you. Somebody really been working hard. They want to create their heaven on earth is what I just heard. But so speaking of the songs, the first song is what's his name? My boy, Duran Brenner, and it's Sans Live, and I'll remember to link the song so you can go check it out because it's like the slowed and reverb version. Either way you listen to the song, it's a dope song. But did you smoke today? Have you yet put something in your stomach? Yeah. I'm not gonna do the lyrics because I really want y'all to. I know it's something in that Libra reading for y'all, so go check that reading out, and you can get the lyrics from there. Because I do want to. That the what I was getting from that for you is first of all, somebody may be a chiefer, whether it's tobacco products, the herbs, or what have you. I don't know anything past that really would help you because he says at one part in the chorus that it's a way to and I know he talking more so about the herbs, but like it's a way to basically calm his nerves so that he can cope with whether anxiety, for me to even say that, whether it's just calming yourself so you can. Some people, for some of you, it's a way to um, what am I trying to say? Like to put you in a space where you can really surrender, basically let go, relax, chillax, and tap in to receive these downloads and the signals. Because even with the builder, I forgot to even and these all these 5 energy, like somebody really he work hard for the money. I know she say she, but I'm getting heavy masculine energy, and that's probably where that 15 and even Capricorn energy coming from, big daddy, big boss energy. Somebody trying to build a legacy. That's why I don't feel like that devilish energy is not anything necessarily negative or low vibrational, although it can be, especially if you find yourself obsessing or like, you know what I'm saying, just doing a bit like too much, or even having like expectations or whatever else of how the outcome or how you see it being. Like, set your intentions and allow it to be that. You know what I'm saying? Allow it to be however it's intended to be, and it will be revealed. You know what I mean? So, and is, I got over there, said read it. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true, and it is a guaranteed. I'm telling you. Allow the divine to lead and guide you, which you follow your heart. That's all that you need to do. You ain't hurt nobody, especially yourself. you bettering and uplifting and improving yourself, everything, there's a big emphasis, I forgot to tell you, even collectively, of this heart chakra and expansion, especially that y'all starting with two fours in the first pile, and you got it right here with the home is where the heart is, and the radical expansion, and they're both reduced to the four, which is the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. Knowing that that's where the value is, it's internal and eternal is what I heard with these eights that's coming through. But with this green earth energy, like, you really gonna have to ground yourself, okay? It says, all my finances are now in divine order. Didn't I say somebody moving, marching on up to Zion, the beautiful city of God? Like, you creating this. Oh, because there is an energy, like a magician energy, and then I got, especially bringing in that temperance energy. Because as we're about to get into the next song, if I can ever get to it, he talks about turning water to wine. Now, the next one is a little more sexual, and if you ain't 18 and over, you need to get on out of here before I even get to that or whatever. Yeah, you shouldn't be in here at all anyway. But anyways, he talking about more of, the honey pot, the juices, right? The juices and berries. He talking about literally that, like, that water being wine or whatever, or vice versa. But like, that still brought me that magician, that Jesus, you know what I'm saying, Christ consciousness, that you create and manifest whatever you desire. And it's all dependent upon her inner calling, but what your heart's desire. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, it says, all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. That's what I'm saying, that Caprionic devilish energy. You don't have expectations. You're not being obsessive. You allowing what may. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, and then every need will be met through offering all to the divine. And then striving says, eventually the individual ego's drive to, quote, make things happen, end quote, falls away. That's part of that surrender. I love it. It all makes sense. Replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, divine, for letting me move with the flow. That's twice. Both of these, I mean, it all works together. You got to be able to go with the flow and not like getting your own way. I was about to call you Capricorn. Some may be coming through Capricorn season. You may be dealing with Capricorn or whatever, but I feel like it's just that boss. Like I said, somebody really trying to put their stamp. I'm seeing the stamp of approval and leaving a legacy, making a mark on the world. Okay, jeez, I feel like that was long. I know it can be long-winded. I've been trying to get it all out. So anyway, let me check the time before we keep going. Okay, we should be good. So the next song for you is Isolation by Eric Bellinger. And this is the lyrics that I'm about to read. I'm laughing because this is obviously more of a, like I said, asexual song. However, just in that the title of the song alone, even though what he's saying is more, to his mate, which you may be saying this to yours or vice versa. But what I'm getting is that if it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else and just you, just in that term, regardless of what the lyrics are saying, I feel like for those of you who don't necessarily have, I just heard a kingdom spouse, whether you're together or not yet, it's like you may need to be in isolation and alone so that you can, like I said, receive these downloads, understand what it is you're feeling, what it is you desire, so that you can map your way and build whatever this legacy or whatever you're trying to bring into fruition, right? Excuse me. So, to the lyrics. But for those of you who, you do have a soulmate, a divine feminine or masculine, I feel like obviously the way that it is set up is more of the masculine saying this to the feminine energy, but whatever. It says, hurry up. This is the chorus. Hurry up, because baby, I've been waiting. You know you don't need no invitation. This could be your only destination. We just need a little isolation. Come spend the night, just the D, you and I. Intoxicated. We just need a little isolation. So some of y'all might be getting, it's like you and your person may be getting away. Because I'm hearing, hey, let's get away and get a room on the other side of town. So anyway, he says, Girl, your body got me hypnotized. That's no lie. I slip inside, dripping wet. Yeah, dripping wet in your thighs. Yeah, dripping. He says, favorite part about you, I can't decide. We got them, whoever this is, hey, they love every part of you. It's so much, look, it's endless. Or you, them, vice versa, however it go. And it says, we got time, so open wide. Turn your water to wine. We gonna do this every day. You ain't never leaving. They don't want to let you go. And it says, I can't seem to stay away. Hard to keep my distance. I'm saying they love to be in your energy. And then he goes into the chorus, and then he comes back. He says, living sweet, slippers on my feet. When I'm at my sweet, pay the least over 1,000 feet. When we hit me sweet. Maybe that's my suite. Either way, I'm just living a life with you, the lady in my presidential suite. Ain't it sweet? All that I could eat. Hey, they wanna. What is that? You have to hear eat it up, gobble gobble. I don't know what that come from, but or even suck it dry. I'm just saying. And it says, falling asleep under the duvet sheets when we in my suite. We'll be doing it right if it ain't have you in my presidential. If I ain't have you in my presidential suite. And then it goes into the chorus, and he basically outros from there. So, yeah, they want to get you alone. I think it's much better when y'all are solo, not solo dolo, but y'all, like when y'all, it's just y'all two. What does it say? Just me and you. Ooh, baby. What he say? Don't worry about a damn thing. All right, here we go. Let's get on into this because, yeah. So, first out for you, again, is the 31 and home and the 40 and radical expansion. And as I already said, this is all about that heart chakra awakening and or reawakening. Because even in the radical expansion, you see this dragon, it's that fire, yeah. Maybe I always get fire energy, of course, because of the dragon. But Leo also rules the heart chakra. So, um, specific can be Leo or something during Leo season, does not have to be, but like what I'm getting to is the fact that the dragon is being transformed or even expanded from her heart. I feel like somebody's love is expanding for you and you them. Yep. And for thyself. And through that you'll see, because there are eyes in these bubbles, all that, like it's all knowing, like, and even in her throat chakra, it's like speak your truth. You know what it is that you want and desire in your life. No hesitation is what I just heard. hmm hmm We just need a little isolation. Let's see what it says. And some of you may truly have to, if it doesn't have to do with anybody else, like I was saying, whether it does or not, it may call for you because when you're going through an expansion such as these, it really calls for you to, whether you want to or not, let me put it like this. Whether you want to or not, the way that it works just energetically, like you being prepared for, I hear quantum leaps, right? You literally maybe traveling because even with these fives, because of all like the ooh, that was my left wrist. Somebody may have something going on with their left wrist or left hand or whatever. But just lost my whole train of thought. Because it's such a magnified and powerful energy, as you see, we doubled like with the palindromes that you got in the numerology and with the doubles of these numbers. It's a lot. It can, and I'm telling you, just the energy that I felt, like, yes, it's exhilarating. It's all this and that, but like that's a lot, and it may be a lot, like energetically, to have to deal with. So spirit will make a way, whether you want to or not. Like I said, for you to be isolated, and then isolation to be able to truly expand you and transform you and bring you these new DNA codes, and because man, I feel like some of you gonna really be going through like just fluctuation of feelings and emotions and like, cause it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I'm telling you. And so you're gonna be like moving, whether even like in your dreams is what I'm feeling. Cause I'm even get like astral traveling out of this realm, Bridger. But it's like with these fives, that can be a lot of movement, growth, expansion, even. I mean, it's out here, right? So you're gonna need to really gear up is what I just heard. So it's like don't fight it, just surrender to like they kept saying out of these, just go with the flow. So when your body pay attention to the signals of your body. I'm telling you, spirit is trying to talk to you. So if you're feeling tired, because it's gonna be times of exhaustion, rest. If you're feeling like exhilarated, you got energy to do this, do that, Just be easy with yourself is all I'm saying, okay? So look, judgment in reverse. This is a little bit of resistance of that call and what it is you feel. I'm trying to tell you. Some of you may really be like second guessing too. Something about that, especially with that number two. It's like, but don't. I heard don't question it. Like they said, just go with the flow. Go with how you feel. I just heard Pisces for whatever reason. I feel like this is you though, but I don't know something about Pisces. Whatever. Moving on. You got a decision to make, and it may be a little difficult, but it's like you got to go with what you know and feel. Truly, look, I'm telling you, both of these major arcana, like I said, I know, I know, I know. She knows without a shadow of a doubt. Some people, some. Let me get it together. It's excitement. Some of you, what I'm trying to say is, some of you are gonna the hesitation and second guessing. You're gonna want to share, and it's like you can't share everything because the high priestess, she knows. Sometimes you can't. What they say, you can't tell the left hand what the right hand doing, or vice versa. You just not everybody needs to know what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? People gonna be nosy, honey, because they can't help but to see it, feel it on you, in your aura. Because there's something about you, Scorpio. Even with this, it's like, hey, that love, and when your heart, I mean, you already love and you love deep because you my King of Cups, baby, and like you wear your heart on your sleeves, and you're gonna show it better than you can tell it sometimes, and so it's just radiating through and off of you and around you, and so they really just they gonna want let me get some of that, but it's like you gotta know when to what it say, when to hold, when to fold, like, and for some of you, you're gonna have to fold on some certain things, like it's okay though. You'll know when and where and how. Like some actually they said you ain't even gotta know the how, but you'll know when where, like spirit gonna let you know, right? Look, I love how the way that these set up, it's like she releasing, she's surrendering to the intuitive, like you were very intuitive. And she's surrendering to that. And that's what you're gonna need to I mean, look at both of these. Look at them. You gotta let go. You gotta trust fall. You just gotta dive in. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Ooh, my bad, y'all. I hope I ain't mess it up too bad. But this is that 12th house energy. Now, when I said I was getting Pisces out of this judgment, so it's like, yeah, pay attention even I hear to your dreams. Because I said somebody about to be astral traveling for real. So pay attention to that. You're going to receive them intuitive downloads and the signs and synchronicities and signals that you need to know, like I said, how to move, how to flow. It's another two, by the way. And then we got the Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody want to celebrate prematurely. That's what I just heard. But with this four, again, another four. That's three fours in this column alone. Twos and fours, something about it. But anyway, yeah, and it's like something needs to be balanced. I feel like you need to allow. Mind you, this is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sage doesn't have to be. Something may be going on during that season, but it's like it's something about the fire energy, like balancing the passion, like the eagerness. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so rushed in that Aries energy. Don't move too quickly or prematurely, as they said. Make sure you do what you need to do to stay tapped in so you can, receive. Let me make sure I ain't messed this up. Okay. All right, yeah. So moving on to the 23 endless opportunities. I love it. And look, something is your mind may even be changing. That's probably where that indecision, that second guessing came from in this judgment. Because with these butterflies, they're like a blue teal. It's beautiful, but it's like so much maybe as you expand, like and that's why I heard it so well. Who was that? Energy. What's her name? She didn't change the name to her channel. Anyway, I think it's just energy. But anyways, she was talking about like basically just that, like the things, the ones you were intimately connected to, and as far as like closest to you, even though things may not be happening just so in your life yet, like you'll still notice and see the gifts of abundance and all of that, the ones that you're closest to, especially that you are connected to energetically. And look how this just tried to move. What's up under here, child? Shine, that's beautiful. Shine, shine on all of them. I didn't even notice that. It must have been when I shook the table. And look at it though. 44. That is so powerful. I'm telling you. I said they're gonna feel it, they're gonna see it on you, in you, through you. Golly, that's crazy though. I can't make it up, all these fours. And that's what I'm saying. Even with this four of wands in reverse, you're gonna have to give balance, my guy, my girl. For real. But because things and opportunities like this they're gonna be coming. That was my right shoulder now. And that didn't happen in who was it? Virgo, Libra, both of them. They're reading something going on with somebody's right shoulder. But things are gonna be coming at you left and right. And it's gonna be up to you to use your discernment, your higher, you know what I'm saying, judgment. Listen. Higher calling, higher calling. What it say? It's like I treasure this life to know that you exist in the midst of all this shit. You are higher calling. You know that it's something grand and greater. I'm telling you. And I feel like those of you, if you are on a twin flame or have that type of relationship dynamic, that's what it's about. Because didn't I say from the beginning, even that you're meant to do something like for the world, change the world or something like that. And when you're in that type of dynamic and relationship, that's what it is. And like together, I feel like that's why these are doubling up quite a bit. Because telling you, some of y'all got a bond like no other. And like not only when you create this cornucopia, it's the love that you have and you share, the agape, the unconditional love. That is what is that's the transformation. That's what changes the world for real. And that's what brings forth these opportunities and the expansion. But it may have been a struggle or challenging or, like I said, a long time coming for some of you to even get to this point. But it's like you got a higher calling. You like I just heard bridging the gap for generations on generations on generations. And look at her life. She ain't afraid. She activated that and she growing the seed. She created her own. I feel like that's a whole galaxy. Mm-hmm. Heaven on earth. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful energy. Yeah. Realm Bridger. Okay, let me see what this talking about. Oh, we got the foot. Hey, this is that release. Yeah, letting go, the surrender. Yeah. Please do that. And then we got the Justice Libra energy in reverse. They said, side note, somebody may have experienced some injustices or even loss or have taken a hit financially. Um, I feel it could be quite literal. I feel like it's even more so energetically. I'm telling you something. Those that know, as you start to go through this expansion, y'all, I'm telling you, people things gonna be coming at you left and right, like, but it's up to you to like, and I love how all of these, every last one of these got their eyes closed, except for this one at the top, the dark, the shadow. It's like everybody is like they, um, in spiritual bliss is what I just heard, like trying to seek the divine, trying to seek the guidance. That's what's going to be needed to really balance because this Libra energy can also be about that balance. Yet another four here as well. So it's like, okay, too, somebody has to check their ego in their relationship to money. How they may have been so obsessive and trying to hold on to things that were no longer serving them, that wasn't no longer needed. That may have been what's the word I need? Basically, it was like a detriment. It was what is the word? It was like negatively affecting everything. Like it was you're getting in the way. of what I'm feeling. It's been a blockage. It's been an energetic blockage, a financial blockage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. And so that's what needs to be balanced and honestly surrendered and let go. Like checking yourself on, like I said, your thoughts, your ideations, because air energy, Libra energy can be talking about that as well. You know, the sentiments, the intentions that you may have even set previously. And I feel like these even said something about letting go and going with the flow, like releasing. What is that? I needn't cling. That's exactly what this is. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss, because I told you that's the shadow, that's the ego with this dark one up top. Like not letting ego win anymore and making, like keeping you stuck, keeping you blocked off from what is truly destined for you. Yeah. It's funny how they say side note, like, nah, and that's what it's gonna take. I told you. This is powerful at the center of your reading. Again, Libra energy for me. Could be any other air sign, but heavy on the Libra. We got major arcana Libra right here, so that trumps even this. But whatever. What I said, when you feeling, when you going through this, the roller coaster of emotions, because her heart, like you must may have been so what, and even in the beginning, I said with the Caprionic energy that I was channeling with this, what was it, 620, no, 636, um, being obsessed or attached, or like not being that basically, but that can come with that devilish energy if you're not careful. But like I see this as somebody may have been all twisted, tied up, and have a heart, constricted, not allowing it to expand. But it's like you are going to need this rest. And this my R. Rest, rejuvenate, or excuse me, rest, recover, rejuvenate, repeat. Okay? That's how you meet, and that's how you're able to see. And again, pay attention to your dreams. Write your dreams down. Speak it out, and you know what I'm saying, speak from straight from the heart to spirit on what it is you desire. She honestly almost wishing and pleading, but it's like, yeah, but once you do that, once you give it to God, what they say with even with the money, uh oh, that's what was that? Oh, that was Libra's reading. Please check that out. They got one, whatever card they got. I cannot remember what the name of it is right here, but it was like, basically, I was talking to them about this possessive energy. And oh, I don't think I even finished that thought in the Song of Sam's Vibe. Because that was one of the energies that came up for y'all too, like somebody being pessimistic. Like I said, your ideations, your what intentions you may have set previously or in the past, being in the egotistical state in regards to money or finances or how you see it coming through. It's like check that. You know what I'm saying? Check that and release that. Let that go, because that is no more. That needs to be cut. Because that's what Libra is, also the Queen of Swords energy, and that's what I'm seeing right now. It's like she know when the and that is the Empress energy as well. She knows she don't chase. She sits back, chillaxes, and attracts. Letting go, cutting anything that no longer serves her, releasing it, giving it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna block her from getting what she knows is destined for her. hmm Hey man, that's a lot of Libra energy. Some may really be happening during Libra season for y'all too. All right, and then as you said, ooh, in Virgo with the Queen of Pentacles on the side. This that divine feminine energy. Speaking of Empress, this my baby. This and the Nine of Pentacles is my mini Empress of the Minor Arcana, of the tarot. So, hey, this is that nurturing, that healing. I'm telling you, where did I say that at? Somebody really gonna need to get grounded. Oh, with the money, with the earth energy. So yeah, Virgo coming through strong. Like, and Virgo is sixth house energy. I heard the art of healing. Ooh, some of y'all may really be looking into that or may want to. There's something about that. You're gonna need that, like for real, to just allow this to come through. Like be gentle, nurturing, motherly, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself enough to know, like sometimes, and oh my God, this Virgo energy is also the Hermit energy, right? In the major arcana. So that talks about that isolation. I'm telling you, if you don't do it, and you see she's still on that long and loving it. I'm loving it. Hey, and as a Virgo, I can tell you that is our meditation. That is our peace. Like we just need to be in our own energy sometimes to really see it, like think it out, see it, map it out, and make it happen. And that's exactly what she gonna do. No questions asked. Very resourceful, loving, healing, nurturing, like just, oh, it's beautiful energy. And then yeah, see, oh, okay, that's why that's on this side too. We got the Five Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Because that I said exactly that. That's why I said what they told me. So I know that was the biggest message. Whoever was back here in the lack mindset, the ego basically lack mindset. Like obsessive, like feeling like you got to hold on to money. See, money is meant to flow, just like the energy. I'm hearing it's not created nor destroyed. So you got to let it flow. It will come back tenfold, tenfold, is what they said. So it's like you got to know that, and I feel like many of you do, and you learning now that you are powerful, and what's the word? You are the value. Like it's internal, and you know that, or you will be learning that, and see that you gotta walk away from that old mindset. It could be like from family, from tradition or upbringing or whatever that was ingrained in you, and you were never lacking. Because, like I said, the value is internal, baby. It's internal and eternal. But you continue to work on you. And I don't think I ever even finished that thought about what I said. Homegirl was talking about, but the fact that the expansion, you will start. You may not see it like directly in your life, like right now in this moment, Scorpio. But I promise you, pay attention to those you're close to, like the signs, the signals, even those you may work with. Like if people are being, I'm trying to get straight away from using the word BLESS or EDING, any form of that word. If people are being or growing and expanding abundantly around you, that's a sign. They're reflections of you. So it's a sign, whether you see it or recognize it, or whether you are balanced with ego and your higher self to understand that in your own life. I promise you that's what's going on. Goodness, that's a lot. Something going on with somebody's lower back. I'm starting to feel like heaviness, tension, even strain. Somebody been working hard. That's what, didn't I say that song already? You work hard for the money. But it's like you really gonna need this, I promise you. So moving on to Shield the Lotus. Immediately when this came out, I always get anytime with the lotus flower by firefly. When I'm low, you take me high. What they say? I can teach you all the signs of love. Hey, so you're gonna receive so much enlightenment. This is divine feminine energy, heavy for me. Mind you, it's 43, potentially a 7, which is the house of relationships, which is the house that Libra rules. So it's perfect, bringing in all of that I was just saying, even about the Empress and everything like that. What is it that you see? Now I'm hearing elevate your mind, open up your heart chakra, Landrell, elevate your mind, and like rising above all of this, walking away. This is your energy, I feel like, in this Eight of Cups. Walking away, letting go of what no longer serves you, as I said, and seeing that, realizing that, coming to the understanding, to be honest, receiving those epiphanies and downloads, and relying, staying tapped in so that you can then follow the signals of your heart and be led and guided to manifest what it is you see. And it can have changed. It can change even along the way. So, don't be so that was my right shoulder again. Don't be so fixated on the idea that you had previously, because for whatever reason, I keep coming back to this. Somebody's ideations and intentions were no-go anyway. Like, that's why it ain't work out. Spirit always has something, what it said in the intention? Highest. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true, and they will in due time. You just gotta, number one, be patient and gentle, loving and nurturing with thyself, and watch it manifest. So let's see what She of the Lotus has to say. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't like this Queen of Cups in reverse. This is Cancerian energy. And this also brings me back to this Virgo energy, Queen of Pentacles energy on the side. This is, when in reverse, this is somebody who is not taking care of themselves, not nurturing themselves, not even trying to heal. And it is that divine feminine. Is very intuitive. Like I said, somebody may have been like second guessing, not being divinely guided, or not tapped in, trusting themselves and relying on their intuition to lead and guide, lead the way and guide them. not really paying attention to the signs and synchronicities at all. I also got the fact that, speaking of divine, this whoever this is in this energy, whether it's you or somebody else, Scorpio, somebody may be dealing with a distorted feminine. It could be somebody's mama for me, because this, I told you, this is Cancerian's energy, which talks about even somebody in the home. Somebody's, yeah, somebody is dead for sure. Somebody's mother or motherly figure. The divine feminine, even image or energy within someone, is distorted. Like, it's not balanced at all. Somebody could have been dealing with a toxic, I can't even call her divine feminine. It's just a toxic, like, karmic energy, because the Libra, the justice in and of itself, can talk about karma. So that's what needs to be balanced. If you are this Scorpion, like feminine Scorpio, you really, that's the work that needs to be done, with the fives being so challenging, and that's the work that needs to be done. You need to come back to your higher self. You need to allow this transformation and expansion to occur. Just surrender, for real, for real. It's like, I feel like somebody is definitely receiving all of these signs and synchronicities, and they're going, not that they're going unnoticed. I feel like y'all know, like, it's like, you know what spirit is trying to tell you. You just been resistant. Like I said from the jump. Yep. Whoever that is. Anyway, moving on. And it's ending. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you. This is also potentially your energy. I do feel like it's necessary, baby. This is fixed sign energy. Could also be, I said Leo heavy. Anyway, back here, right? And Aqua, and who else? Taurus. Yeah. Especially Taurus too, with the Libra Empress energy I've been getting too. So anybody though, for that matter. And I bet I told, who did I tell? I forget who I told. Maybe it was Libra. I've been getting heavy sage energy even, and that's crazy, because the 626, that was a 14, right? That was the sage energy, the temperance energy, the balance, again, that is needed. Funny that is generally temperance is balancing fire and water, right? Which is you. And then I say all this fight I got at first over here. So, hey, baby, you're gonna have to let it happen. Let it happen. It's a necessary, I just heard necessary evil, but it ain't gotta be evil like that. It's just necessary. Mind you, this is a 21, another 3, bringing me back to this. And I do feel that she's in the middle of the Ouroboros, which is like, to me, that's the eternal healing, because it's never ending. It's Alpha and Omega, right? You just, the journey, especially the facts of life. That's what I heard. And then I heard, I always get the circle of life, Lion King style. That's part of the cycles of life. Where it's. I say it a lot. I wouldn't say all the time, but I say it quite often. The whole point of these cycles that we find ourselves going through along this journey called life is to come to the realization and understanding, and hopefully for you to create and manifest agape, true agape love, because many of us don't really know what that is, nor even how to receive it. And I feel like until you really know, you got to give it to yourself first, right? And until you really do that, really sit with self, really reflect and evaluate, and start loving and caring and nurturing and healing and giving that to yourself, will you truly get that and or receive that in someone else. The other thing I was trying to say is that the cycles are, you're either it's always about healing to expand, healing to grow. It's a soul evolutionary journey, and that can be taken, pun intended, because it can be taken, the soul in and of itself, as in the spiritual, the spiritual energetic energy within, SOUL, right? Also, look, that was my right shoulder again. That's confirmation. It's also like soul, SOLE, like singular, solo, dolo. Look, even with solo, it's, I know I say these are not personal, but when I say solo dolo, or when I say that they are personal, I just mean it has nothing to do with anyone else except you. And that is what it's about. I mean, essentially, I'm about to go into a whole nother tangent, but we're brought here to experience, do the human experience. You know what I'm saying? We're soul, we're spiritual beings, living a human experience. But like, so, and the whole intention is to serve as we're going through life. But I feel like the point of service is so that you can see yourself in others, the things that you have healed from, that you need to continue to heal, or let go, walk away from, and the because I said you're either currently healing, have already healed, or getting ready to enter another level, if you will, of the healing journey and process. It's levels to it, y'all. It's levels to it. That went so deep. Oh my God, I can't make it up. And then you got the Ace of Cups, which is the card of self-love, but it's in reverse. And I'm saying y'all have, I mean, I said that from the beginning. Like, you gotta give it to yourself. This opportunity, even if that's what you're trying to manifest, because I do feel like with this Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, somebody truly is wanting this, her happy wife, happy life. They want this family. They trying to build this, like I said, legacy. And it's like, you got to see it and build it and like fill your cup first, right? Pour unto thyself. That's one way that I see it. But with the in reverse, it's like somebody, what it say? Going on empty. How that song go? And that's what I said from the jump, like before even getting into the car or as we started. Spirit gonna make a way for you to have to sit your ass down, like for real, to isolate you, for real. Because you can only resist for so long. You can only avoid the call for so long. I promise you. That tower gonna come through, which is your energy. Changes. No coincidence, 55 is the center here. That's that's powerful. Hey, I told you I be getting carried away. It can get long-winded and I hope I caught it. I think I did without it cutting out and y'all missing vital information. But yeah, man, that's what I got. So let's go on and get into these bots I feel like I don't even know where to start. Let's go over here. And as you see, this, I feel many of you, whether it's literal money, the paper, it's definitely something material that many of you have set your intentions in striving to manifest or, bring into fruition. I do feel like too, though, that the part of the lesson and journey is for you to realize and understand that you have to, again, like I keep saying, the value is internal and you gotta give it to self first. You gotta feed yourself first. It's like the oxygen mask on the plane. Put yours on first before you can try to pour into others, Look, and keep it. An attitude of gratitude manifest your miracles and magnitudes. I say that all the time, and it's not for no reason. They gave it to me from jump as the slogan. Y'all, what was I going to say? God, just lost the whole train. Oh, and going back to the sounds vibes. Like I told you, somebody had a pessimistic, and that's the ego, had a pessimistic attitude in regards to money, and especially since I done laid that on top of them like that. I can't make it. The whole lack consciousness, because that's how you may have grew up, like something about your family. Your mama may have implanted this seed, because even that is a seed that she got in her hand, the realm bridger. And it's like, now it's time for you to transform that. You see that because of the work, hopefully, that you will do for thyself, if you haven't already, Scorpio, you will come to see that. That's the listen to me. I don't know what I was trying to say right there. I was about to say change, growth, and transformation. Troth. Oh my gosh. That's what's needed. That's the troth that's needed. Oh my goodness. That's the word for the day. Anyways, change, growth. What I say? Change, growth, and transformation. Anyways. But yeah, you gotta change your mind, right? If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. That's when you need it the most. Because hey, it's easy to be high vibe and inspirational and motivational and all that when it's peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? When it's all good. But what are you going to do in the toughest times when you're back against the wall, when you're in the dark, when you fighting against ego, trying to balance yourself, when you know better, when you know that was my shoulder again. Like, how you dig yourself out the mud, Lotus. You done it time and time and time and time again. But again, it's cycles, right? So you may find yourself back there again just to have to walk away from whatever else you may have been holding on to with that Four of Pentacles, right? Oh my. Y'all, they coming with the heat. They coming with it. That's what it is. Message. Look, hey, don't ignore it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That look, that how I put that signal over that Hermit. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, that Virgo energy. That's probably it. The signal was in this reading. The change. When I said the Troth, with that 32 being another 5. Yeah, 555, another 15 and or 6. The transformation of getting out of ego, Caprionic energy, and moving into ultimate balance, which the flip side or polarity of Caprionic energy is the lover's Geminian energy, but just the love, like I said, the love for thyself, right? Choosing even to love yourself enough to know when to walk away, when to let go, when to surrender, when to release. That's what I said from the beginning. I said spiritual bliss. What I said from the beginning. Somebody really want to be in this the joy, but the eternal, the cornucopia. Yeah, they ready to feel this. Mind you, it's another 11 going back to even the justice, the Libra energy. Somebody just want to be ready for this new opportunity and journey. hmm Aquarius energy here. Yeah, oh, your wishes and dreams coming into fruition. Rain down on me, la 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 la, it fall on me. Ooh, melodies from heaven. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Hey, that was a jam. That got me through a lot back in the day. Come through Kirk Franklin and the family. Who was that? What's this trying to peek through? Wow. Wow. What I said something about the kingdom spouse with the isolation and that SEER'S song, as well as somebody trying to lead a legacy. They trying to come through. They trying to build this kingdom. Oh my God. And mind you, it's another 5. 55555 everywhere. It's guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's guaranteed. It's done data. Because that's 5555, right? You may really start seeing it, and that is confirmation. It is done data. Oh my God. Mind you, the 55, is a potential 10 or 1 and 1 1. If 5555, which is 11s. Man, so many signs and synchronicities and signals, y'all. Pay attention. Hey, he's ready. Look where I'm about to put this. I'm about to put this right here. This builder looking out. This may be the feminine, and I feel like looking to see if you walking away from this distorted feminine, baby. Are you ready to balance thyself? Or you looking at this feminine who you feel like may need this balancing. Like, are you ready yet? Because I'm ready to build this with you, or what? Like, or not. What we doing here? Anyways, bottom of the day. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. I love when they do that. What did I say? Oh my God. It's everything I said from the get go, y'all. I can't make this up if I tried. I promise you I cannot. Oh, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. You're going to receive so many signs and synchronicities of those around you receiving this infinite abundance and the fact that it's coming into your life. As you expand, so too does any and everything you're closely connected to. The cornucopia, right? The fruits of your labor are going to pay off. You're going to see that, especially at the Virgo energy. I told you, this is everything Empress. Everything you have ever wished and dreamt for, especially with this Aquarian energy, it's coming. It's done. It's a done deal. 10-4, tenfold. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Because what I said about the kingdom spouses, as we saw the Leo energy, y'all, it's not just about y'all. I mean, yeah, you're going to get everything you wish and dream just because you answer the call to be in this union, but it's to do it to change the world. What MJ say? That song used to always make me cry. Hold on, I gotta get it. Okay, y'all, here got the lyrics. Y'all should already know this because this song be coming up quite a bit as be channeling. I'll be channeling MJ a lot. Fellow Virgo, beautiful. I love, hey, the messages that people were sleeping on him. Yeah, he's a great artist, performer, and all that, but like, do you really listen to the messages? Anyway, Man in the Mirror, but he says, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one man soul. They follow each other on the wind, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know. I'm standing with a man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Especially like I feel like to my heavy on the masculines with this message, but it could be either way, whatever. You could be whatever. Y'all should already know by now, but like it's the masculine energy that I'm talking to within you, whether you're male or female, Scorpio. This is what is I see that you're doing. And honestly, for many of you, it may be, like I said, with that distorted feminine. Either it don't matter if it's the masculine or feminine energy within you, to be honest. It's the fact that you just need to balance that within, right? So the work though, the action comes from the masculine part of you. And then the receiving, you know what I'm saying, the surrender, if you will, is the feminine energy, allowing what may be to be. Anyway, so let's see, where was I? And no message could have been any clearer. If they want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I said it starts with you. She trying to create a whole new world, and come on, Aladdin and Galaxy. We got the world energy out here. Man, I better get with it or get lost. I'm just saying. And listen at this. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, because they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. And of course, it goes into the chorus. And then towards the end, he says, "Then you close your mind with the man in the mirror. I'm asking to change his ways." And then finishing out, why did I say that? Oh, he goes on to, it kind of it's because he be feeling it. Hey, na 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 na. But anyway, he says, "I'm gonna make a change. It's gonna feel real good. Come on." Change. Just lift yourself. You've got to stop it yourself. Like that's what I'm saying. You've been, for those of you who this really resonates with, you've been allowing ego, the lower vibrational part of you, the shadow, to kind of get in the way of what you really feeling, how you really need to, move and groove, what you really want and desire, the wishes that you're trying to manifest and bring into fruition. And that's what's been the blockage. That's why a lot of these, you've been resistant. So I heard even self-sabotaging, but no more. But the change starts with you, okay? Hey, I don't know why they used to always make me cry. I guess, And then it's the other one with all the, what's the one with, I think because of the video. Like, oh, they used to, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyways, I really felt that though, too, even as a kid. Like, damn, what is this? Because, hey, I already knew what they said, your mission and purpose. What they said, look, forgive yourself. I was trying to find whichever card that said your divine purpose. But it says forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the no coincidence whatsoever. But what was I looking for? Oh my gosh. That was meant for me to see that, for y'all to see that. Oh, and this another is talking about it says eventually the individual's ego drive to quote make things happen and quote falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness. The answers they arise as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. That's again about that release and letting go. I told y'all that from the beginning. But I could have sworn I had, oh, over here, the abundance. Dang, I was about to say, I know I read that to you. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And that's what I'm saying as far as why, even as a child, I felt that. Because it's like I said, whether you're in union with your kingdom spouse or even twin flame or however, whatever you want to call it, you realize whether solo dolo or not, you got work to do. It's bigger than you. Didn't I say that from the beginning? It's bigger than you. Like it's bigger than you. So even when we, like MJ said, may fall to selfish love or fall victim to, not really in that agape love, as it says here, as why this is in reverse here, you understand that you got to surrender that and forgive yourself for that, for ever being in that space. Because you may find yourself right back there if you don't learn that lesson and do that so your soul can heal and evolve and move on. We Trothing, right? Anyway, that's what I got, dear Scorpio. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimony down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially in including yourself. And that's what I pray that's what you're here for. That's what you need to be here for. Otherwise, what are you doing? Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. I truly appreciate it. If you're looking for anything further, any other type of videos, please check the playlist on my channel. I hope and pray you find what you're looking for, and I hope and pray to see you there. If not, please take care, and I love you and thank you anyway. Until the next one, y'all, be easy. Please be easy, be gentle and nurturing and healing to thyself. Don't forget your love and light. They told you to shine your light under there, right? It makes everything all right. To the next one, y'all. I love you and I thank you once again. Peace.